Hello friends, how y'all doing? I hope y'all doing better than I am. I've been sick for a while. I'm telling you, I've been in rough shape, and I know a lot of you have too. It's that time of year, and me and my wife's been sick since Thanksgiving, really. But I've struggled on, done what I had to do, keep making videos and work I've got to do around the house. You know what I mean? Who's going to do it for you? But anyway, guys, I hope you all are doing well, and I hope you all had a Merry Christmas. And I hope you remembered what Christmas really is all about, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. But I hope you've had a good one with your families. So, now, guys, this is the probably the last video of the year. Well, I've got one more. That's the wildlife, the best of 2023, best of all the little images that I can round up. I've got thousands of pictures of these animals over the years on these trail cameras, and I pick out the best of the best, but sometimes I miss the best of the best. But I've got a bunch of them together, and this video will be out Monday morning, New Year's Day. It's just only reason because it's every Monday, and I know a lot of you love it, but some of you don't. But anyway, it'll be a long one, so I hope you enjoy it here. But anyway, guys, where did this year go to? It seems like it, at times it drags on, and then other times it's gone. The year's gone. Now, we've had a pretty good year this year. It was kind of dry in spring, and then we had a really wet spell in the summertime, storms and a lot of rain. But then from the end of August till November, it was just bone dry. Really no measurable rain at all. But now we've got the rain coming back. Now they say it's an El Nino year, the way the Pacific Ocean is, how warm it is. I always remember when the old El Nino was, that you remember the old blizzard of '93, a lot of you. I can remember back working them old coal mines, going up to the mines, I measured snow 4 foot deep. And at the house, down in the valleys, it was 3 feet deep. Now that was a big snow on March 15th of 1993. I mean, it was a bad. And I know a lot of you remember. So I don't care for some snow. It makes the mountains so beautiful. But I don't want no blizzards like that. That would just paralyze everything. But anyway, guys, I just want to thank y'all for watching this old channel. I've enjoyed just sharing videos of stories and histories of our ancestors and our elders, of the way it was in these mountains. A lot of you already know this, but a lot of you don't either. I've got viewers around the world, and I'm just trying to share how our mountains are, how they was, and how our people was, all their traditions, the way we lived, the way we worked, the way we worshiped. And I hope you've enjoyed them. There's just so many little stories out there that are lost in time, that are forgotten. They've died off with our people. And I'm trying to share what I can remember in all these little stories. Now, just like any other culture or any area around the world, there's the good side and there's the bad side. Now, yeah, there's a lot of bad stories in these mountains, things that's happened that's not no good. But I try to stay on the good side of the mountain. Good stories of these Appalachians. What I mean by that is the good, honest, hard-working, God-fearing people that built this country. Yes, there's a lot of bad stories out there, but that's not my channel showing them. I may show some of them every once in a while, but I like to show the good side, to remember our people, of how they was, how the hard times and struggles they had raising their kids. So that's just the way I am on this channel. And I appreciate it so much that you enjoy these. Our old superstitions, our old ways, how they used to do stuff, how they survived, how they eat, how they lived, how they grew things, how they made things, their culture and their traditions. So I hope you enjoyed these little stories like this. Now, I've not been doing no metal detecting. I started back in these woods and back in the early fall, but it turned hunting season and I just didn't want to walk up on no hunters, and basically since Thanksgiving I ain't been able to do it. I just ain't. But I plan on doing it. Hunting season will close here just right at the first of the year. In just a few days, it's another year. Another year. Now I hope you all have a good new year. Hope you enjoy it. This old year, when you're young, you look forward to this stuff, but after you get a certain age, birthdays in another year don't mean as much as it does when you're young. Because if you're like me, you notice that after you reach a certain age, life starts taking things away from you. Either it be your family or your health. That's just the way life is. You look forward just for another day anymore. So I just want to thank the good Lord for the blessings that He's given me this past year, and look forward to the next year of more blessings. And I thank Him so much for all the things He's done for me. And that's just the way life is, people. You can remember when you was little, all these little stories, how it was so wonderful. Look, being under the Christmas tree back in them days. You take your elders for granted. Well, you turn around one day and they're gone. They're gone. And it makes me so sad. But it makes me happy too, because I know that I'll see them again one day. I'll see them again. But I can remember all them little old stories. Around the holidays, Christmas, New Year, we'd have our Christmas dinners at Grandma's or Aunt Ma's, and all of our relatives would get together, and we'd travel across state lines or a county over. We spread all over in these East Tennessee mountains. And oh man, getting that old Fanger mashing forward. Everybody asked me, Donnie, what are you talking about, that old Fanger mashing forward? Well, it's an old Fanger mashing forward, a two-door car, a Ford. It happened to be a Ford. That's the only reason to say a Ford. It could be any two-door old car. You get in them things, and all of us kids, and Mom and Dad would have to shut the doors, and they'd think you was in, but you wasn't. You'd have one of your fingers in the doorway, and they'd shut it. Well, man, you can see I've got fingers here that still shows it. But anyway, there it is, old Fanger mashing Fords. We'd get to work. When they opened them doors, you'd be like a wild animal coming out of a cage. Get clear of them doorways. And it got to work. As we got older, we got in them old cars, we'd hit Dad on the back of the head, like telling him that we're all clear. And he'd shut the door. But we'd all be crying. We'd wonder we got any fingers. But that's what that meant in them old stories. And we'd go across these old mountains to a relative's house and have a really good time. I miss them old memories. And I know you've got some memories like that too. It's kept me busy. What time I could before I got sick is you can see the wood here. At this time of year, all that hard labor in the hot weather pays off. All this wood. A good warm stove ain't nothing better than a good old wood burning stove, warm, tied into your house. It sure pays $3 more, better than paying $3 for propane. There ain't no natural gas out in these rural areas, that's for sure. And electricity, don't even think about it. But that's just the way it is. But it's kept me busy cutting wood. You never have to worry about cutting a live tree. There's so many diseases and insects killing our trees anymore that they're laying everywhere. So all you gotta do is cut them up, process them, and burn them. Split it. But it is hard work, but it pays off. It pays off. Now back to the wildlife. Yes, I've got the best of 2023 coming out, and it's just the best of all the animals. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I got out in these old woods and I fed them some good old dog biscuits, some vitamin-enriched biscuits to help them make them stronger and healthier during the winter. And I normally don't do this, but they deserve it. They are the stars of the show, and I thought they'd really appreciate it. They know who I am. They know my scent, but I can't pet none of them, no. And like old Yaller here, I've been trying all year long to be friends with it. I can throw it stuff to eat and I'll notice it gone, but there ain't no way that he'll have me taking him home. He just loves being in these mountains. And old Dirty Dan, he's asleep for the winter. It's his time of year, he's taking his nap. Now he'll be up about the end of January. I'll start filming him. And we'll see what he says about Groundhog Day. You know, you got Phil in the north, Groundhog, and Lee in the south, but I got old Dirty Dan. He didn't lie to me last year. So old Dirty Dan, he's got an appointment for Groundhog Day. So we'll see what he says. Well, guys, I want to thank you so much for just supporting this channel. And I know I do 9 different subjects. Some of you love certain subjects and some of you don't. But anyway, I just try to share these mountains, these old mountains of East Tennessee, from the Cumberland Mountains all the way down to the Smokies, and all of its people and their stories. That's what I love so much. And I'm going to continue doing these stories the best I can, unless me or my wife get bad sick to where I just can't do it. God bless me that I've done it as long as I have. Now, New Year's coming up, and I hope to share so many different stories with you. So many different stories. And a lot of you out there, you're in my prayers. I know you're just having bad times. You're sick, you don't feel good, you're down in your health, and you're in my prayers every night. I just thank you for the opportunity to just watching the channel. I hope I've eased a lot of y'all's pains, bring back happy memories for many of you. That means so much to me. I can read some of these comments and they just bring tears to my eyes, because I feel the same way you do. But anyway, guys, I want to wish you all a happy, very happy New Year. Prosperous. And you know, these old mountain ways, I've got a video over here on New Year's superstitions. You know, yeah, we're good God-fearing people, but these mountains, these people from the old, brought it back from the old countries when they come in here hundreds of years ago. They had so many superstitions, and it carries on today, I'm telling you. My grandmother and my mother now, grandmother's been gone for a while, but my mother's still with me. I can remember year after year, and she'll do it here in the next day or two. Make sure that you eat them black-eyed peas. Gives you good, on New Year's Day, gives you good luck for the next year. That's just another old superstition. But does it hold true or does it not? That's just the way it was in these mountains and the way it's always going to be, generation after generation. Now we're slowly losing our culture, but I'm trying to remember it best I can and pass it on. And that day will come one day when the Lord tells me it's time for me to quit. I won't last forever. So, guys, God bless every one of you. Take care of yourself out there. I'll see you next year. God bless. Take care, and out.